Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Hello, welcome back to the channel. New subscribers, old subscribers, non-subscribers, you're all welcome. Please subscribe and like if you like any of my videos. The next resto number 3 for me, is this Ford Transit van. As you can see, it's not in too bad a shape. All the bits are there, wheels are there, tyres are there. Bit of scraping on the paint all round. Back door sort of opens. It's on the wobble a bit. Hopefully I can do something to improve that. None of the signs inside the car that it originally came with, of course. Side door opens with a bit of persuasion, I must admit, and it is a bit stiff. It doesn't want to shut now. A minute ago it wouldn't open, now it won't shut. So there we have it. Dinky toys. Don't know if you can see that on film. Ford Transit van, made in England. My third resto. Oh, and there's the door shut. And the back one. Now I'm going to try and do the decals to this one myself. I may not apply them at the end of this video because I'm going to do a separate video on how I did the decals because I'm just learning myself at the moment. So there we have it. Ford Transit. Right, let's get this Transit apart. Screw base. One reason I chose it. The other was the decals should be easy for my first attempt. Very clean inside. Bit scratched and scraped underneath. Cab's very clean. So we can get the doors off. There we are. There's a side door. Not sure how the back door's on. Looks like it's held in with 2 bars that will need bending back. Glass is loose, very good glass. That'll just need a dip, bit of a light polish. And the light just looks like it pushes out. Could get something harder than my skin to push on it. I'm sure it'll push out. Let's see what we've got. An old punch here. I don't want to pull it out because I'll damage it. There we go, get my fingers on it now. That's proving elusive. Get another push with a punch. Now I think let's just widen it a bit. I'll have a look at that later. And the back door. We'll have to just ease that back door. Oh, there we go, look, it is coming off. And that's why, because one's loose, one's not. Just get another screwdriver. Just can give that a bend out. Without bending the rest of the frame. There we go. Back door's off with its decal. No harm done. You can see they'll just need pushing down a bit further to make it fit better. So there we have it. Of course the wheels all look good. They just pull up. Nothing to do there. They'll just need a clean bit of paint. Now I'm wondering if I should use a chrome pen on those, because all the pictures I've seen of Transit, they just had steel wheels except for the modern ones, so maybe not a Molotov chrome pen. There we have it, all the bits. Let's see if we can get them in focus. One screw, don't want to lose that. One back door, one side door, one inside. Clear glass, 2 axles, 4 wheels. Right, straight to the stripping. Okay, here we are on the drive again. Bits are in. Just going to tip some hot water in, and then we'll get the caustic going. Right, should be able to leave that a few minutes, bubbling away nicely there, as you can see. Well, we're out the caustic now. There's the Transit, side door, back door. Just getting ready for the polishing. I'm going to use the multi-tool again. Prepare for a bit of noise. Right, you've had about a minute of that. I'm sure you don't want to see me do that for 4 or 5 minutes. I'll get back to you, cut the video now, and we'll resume later. Okay, there we go. Just cleaned and polished. A few rough marks on the casting, mainly on the roof. You can feel them, you can't always see them. There's a bit on the side, I don't know if you can see that. There we are, it's shining differently. So a bit of work for the super glue. But to be honest, as at first sight, this is a very, very tidy model. I think the doors will need some attention. Apart from that, it's a respray job really. Okay, we're out the paint now and we're on to a detailing. I'm not going to do it the same way that Dinky did it. This car had chrome type bumpers, etc., but the real transit van of this model really just had black bumpers, etc. So that's the way I'm going to do it. But first I'm just going to start with the headlights. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. I won't film all of this because it's the way everything's set up in here. It's a bit uncomfortable for me to do it. It's not the best position. Too much paint on the brush there. Slowly does it. You can see we're going to need a couple of coats for this headlight. Right, I'll stop the camera there. You don't want to see me painstakingly do the next headlight. What I'm going to do with the bumpers and the grille, this should all be black. So I'm going to use a Motorway black pen. I will film a bit of that. Door handles are black, petrol caps black, rear bumpers are black, tailgate clip is going to be black, and the handle on the side door. So I'm going to stop the video there and just get on with this next headlight. Right, we're on with the pen. Got a Motorway black liner, 0.2mm to start with, see how it goes. Just done a little bit. I think it's going to be a slow job. The benefit of the pen was you can just, don't know if you can, there you can see that now. You can just put your pen on there and just run it along the casting. And it's just fitting between the gaps. I have got smaller pen that will fit between those gaps, and I may have to get that out. Obviously going to have to go over this a couple of times, if not more. I may yet have to revert to the paintbrush. I don't know. So, I don't know. Let's have a look. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. So, this is why I wanted to use the pen. Just get it on that grill there. And just run it along the casting. And it's fine. Could maybe use a thicker pen in the middle. But that's gone okay. That's gone okay. So I'm going to keep doing that. Get it up to speed. It's going to take a few goes, and then we'll look at it when it's all finished. Well, I never thought this moment would come, but we are at assembly. Let's just show you what's happened over the last 4 weeks. I've not stuck to the Dinky original. I've been more true to the car. So I've done the plastic had come in by now, not chrome. So I've done the bumpers, the grille, all in black. I'm not too happy with the lights. They're not close up. They're not the smooth finish I wanted. I've done the all black round the wind screen. The little inlets, I did do those with a pen. The Motorway black pens didn't really work out, to be quite honest. I'm going to try and put a decal on for the Ford badge. If not, I've got a bit of blue paint. Done the door handles. As you can see, I've already put the tailgate on. It's not a great fit. It wasn't a great fit before. I've done the lights at the rear, as you can see. I've done the handles, the rear bumpers. Now this, I've just used some modelling putty, which is set solid and kept it in there. The other choice was try and bend the existing metal clamps. I thought they might break, so I didn't go for that option. But the door fits as good as it did at the start. Done the little bolts on the wheels. You can see that. Up there we are. I can see that just through the camera. The side door. Bit of detailing underneath the exhaust and the drivetrain. Mirror on the glass. The glass was really easy. I just cleaned it with some metal polish. Tyres just needed a white. They were as good as new. And I've gone for a black interior because I don't think many Transits in the early 80s would have had reddy orange. Nobody was pimping their motorway service vehicles in those days. And equally so, I've gone orange on the light that goes on top. Right, so let's put it together. The early versions of this type, there are clips in here. This one hasn't. There's the original colour you can see. That's that bit so far. Got to put tyres on. Could do with being a bit warmer day. Tell you what, rather than see me struggle, I'm going to have to stop the camera there and get the tyres on. Okay, the tyres are on. What I forgot to do is put the door in. Not sure how you do that. I can't remember now, it's that long since I've taken it apart. It doesn't want to go. Bit fiddly. Feed it in from the other way. Will that work? That's it. Now this door didn't fit well at all before, so not surprising it's been a bit of a tricky so and so. Right, it's in. It's held in quite well. To put the glass back in, this in. Wheels on the chassis. Let's get a little screwdriver there. It's just flipped under there. That's one. That's two. That one's popped out nearly. Right. To do is make sure I've got that door in, that side door. It feels okay. Let's just see how it works. Of course it doesn't want to work. Whoops. Oh. Should have maybe put the screw in. Then check I've got it right. All these things are quite fiddly. Alright, I can see the door now and the hinge. Right, without further ado, I've got a little screwdriver. What remains is to put the light on. Might need a bit of heat on that. It's cold in the garage still. Right, I think I'll do that later rather than embarrass myself any further. There we are, ready for decals. And there we go, we have the light on. Quick turn around. Not looking too bad. Let's go and print some decals. Right, I partly chose to do the Transit Motorway Services van because I thought the decals would be the easiest ones for me to start with, since in the main it's just lettering. So as you can see, for those of you who recognise this, I've used Microsoft Word. There we are. Just typed out Motorway Services, etc. It took a bit of trying, but I worked out that Arial 20 was the best font size. For the diagonal stripes, the black and white stripes at the back, sorry about that, I just copied those, cut and paste them from a search on Google for diagonal lines, which you can see here. So I just copy and pasted something like that, not that exact one after searching for diagonal lines. Similarly, while we're here, I picked up the Ford logo as well, which you're about to see. Then I just worked out how to do some number plates, which are Arial 8. There you go, I can just see that, Arial 8. And finally, I've had a little go at doing the Ford badge. It is very small, so I don't know if I'll use it. This is the size of the one. It's got a black background, which you'll need cutting out, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, if you want to print white decals, you're going to have to print on white decal paper. Similarly, if you want colour, you're going to have to print on white, unless you're going onto a white vehicle. That's what I found out. So I'm going to have to use white decal paper. This is how I got to the right size. Quite simply, I printed out on normal paper several times, cut out the various number plates, motorway services signs, and then just check them for size on the van. Once I'd sorted that out, I knew I could go ahead and print on the white decal paper, which is reasonably expensive. It's over £1 a sheet, so you want to make sure you go right before you commit to that. There she is. Ford Transit, Motorway Services, Dinky 417, D417, FMC, Ford Motor Company. Pleased with the way it turned out. It could have been a bit better. I've learnt a bit more for next time. I think the lacquer I used was different to my normal one. That hasn't helped some of the detailing. But there she is. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. Any comments welcomed. Thank you. Bye.